Welcome to Aussie Nomad Destinations. Follow us as we caravan our way around Australia. This is Ed and I'm Bec, and we're finding you the best free and budget camp spots Oz has to offer. Fishing, crabbing and hiking our way through this awesome country. For notifications, click subscribe and hit the bell, and that will keep you up to date. Today we are heading to White Cliffs. It's 107 kilometres north of Wilcannia. You have never seen so many emus. This must be their happy place. All happy, running all over the road, playing a large version of chicken, keeping us totally amused. It's a confused emu. Flippin' goats. There are so many feral goats out here. We must have passed hundreds of them, if not thousands. They are everywhere. Out here is the land of big trucks and big sheds, and the bigger the better. They are super impressive. So today we are at White Cliffs and we are staying at the underground motel tonight, and we are going to have a look around town while we're here. We have arrived and I've dragged old mate out of the car. You have to get a photo with this truck. Got to get those memories. It's a great little town with an out west vibe. Is this not the coolest house? Sorry about the footage. Stones and glass with big views. We spotted this cloud of dust way out on the distant horizon, so we ventured down the road to see what it was. It was a road train coming down the dirt road, absolutely filled to the brim with sheep, with their little heads poking out the top. I'm not sure how they breathe in that dust, but they seem to manage. Next we visited the White Cliffs Solar Power Station. It's the world's first solar power station. It operated on solar thermal energy from 1983 to 1994. Unreal for a little western town. Then it was off to national parks to grab some local info. There is nobody home. So grabbed a couple of maps, and a note on the counter said to go to the general store. We made some lunch in the park and then headed off to the pub to book a table for dinner. And then to the general store for an ice cream and some tourist information. The lady at the counter was super helpful. How quaint is this post office? Off we set for a look round town. We swung past Red Earth Opals, but they had a bus tour in, so we gave it a miss. They have a cafe and an Opal showroom. There is a tourist trail you can follow, so we went for the drive out around the Opal fields. It looks like a moonscape. There are so many mines and so many dirt mounds. There's a little lookout about a halfway round, so we thought it was a great opportunity to throw up the drone. So it's time to check in. Can't get there fast enough. Off we go. The dirt roads are like highways. We are staying at the White Cliffs Underground Motel. It has 31 rooms, all underground, as well as a restaurant. The cost was $195 a night and included a continental breakfast. The reception team was super friendly. It was an easy check-in. The meal orders needed to be in by 4 p.m. But we decided to spread the love around, and we are heading to the pub for dinner. The feeling walking down these hallways was a bit like an ant in an ant's nest. The temperature stays constant throughout the day and night. there was this really tall staircase out the back going up to the roof for sunset. But we are going to head back out to the Opal fields. After that great climb, it's the sunset deck. There's old mate. That's the roof of all of the units. There's our car, just there. Cool. The roof looks out over town and then out over the roof of the motel. Someone painted this cute little rock and left it here. It's adorable. Alright, ready for this? Have to go down on them. You can't even see the bottom, it's that far. They do have a section in the motel that tells the history of the people and the motel. It was a very interesting read. There is no Wi-Fi in the rooms, but if you head out to the front TV room, you can pick up your phone signal and data. We headed back out for sunset. We had to have a giggle to ourselves. A semi-unloading smack bang in the middle of the main street. Imagine if they tried that at home. We were a bit early, so we tried a little fossicking around some of the old holes, but found nothing. We set up in a good spot for sunset and let it happen. There is nothing really like a western sunset. Now it's off to the pub for dinner. The meals were so big that I now have enough food for the next 3 days. We had the best night's sleep. We hit the breakfast buffet the next morning. It was awesome. I was expecting cereal and toast. This continental breakfast was next level. We left with full bellies and we checked out. Filled up with fuel and then headed west out of town. So that is White Cliffs done and dusted. We are out of here. We are on our way to the Mutawintji National Park, I think it's called. It's about 130 k's away. Ed knocked some of the air out of the tyres as we have a big drive out to the Mutawintji National Park, about 170 kilometres. We passed through some massive properties and the roads were really good. Passing semis on dirt roads is always a ton of fun. Trucks hauling everything you can think of, from fuel, grain, pools, houses, trucks, tyres, sheep, cattle, and the list goes on. It is endless. We are officially in the middle of nowhere. Like, it's way out there. What seemed like forever, we finally got to the front gate.
So 20 k's down.
Yeah. So we have just arrived at the Mutawintji Visitor Centre, and there are toilets and picnic tables and barbecues. We dropped by the Visitor Centre and grabbed a map, and then headed off for a look around. Don't really know what that is, but it looks a little bit like a fungi. So it seems we found out, unless you pay the $35 for the tour, you can't access the Aboriginal art. It's behind a locked gate. This is the camping area. It has toilets and it's fairly large and flat, and it runs along the side of an empty creek bed. We stopped by the picnic area and had lunch. Then we headed to do the cave walk and to see the rock etchings. It's a good walk, it's an easy walk up the gorge, and most of it is paved. It also has a boardwalk through the cave. So we're at Mutawintji National Park and we have just walked to Wright's Cave, and there's Aboriginal etchings in here. So we're just grabbing some shots to show you and we'll be on our way. I am loving these beautiful old river gums.
How beautiful is this big tree? It is just stunning.
I don't know what these are, but there's two of them. Maybe they're the roots of a tree coming up, Ed. Anyway. Oh, they might be cicadas. Do they come out of the ground? We need to leave by 3 p.m. so we can get back to Wilcannia before dark, and before the kangaroos and goats get out on the roads. There's a different track home and it drops down onto the Wilcannia Broken Hill Road. Then there's another 100 k's of bitumen. We had to stop and open a few gates, and this is the best one. So that's us for this week. Stay happy, be kind, love your life, and we'll see you next week, Sunday at 6 a.m.